Hey guys, it's your girl Snow White. So glad you're tuning in because I am going to be bringing you the Ceroli walkthrough guide. Probably one of the easiest explained Ceroli guides that you're going to find in Rise of Kingdoms. So please guys, share this with your alliance members, share it with your kingdom. Let's start getting people to actually understand how to play Ceroli. It's probably one of the best events to get the best rewards and materials from the shop, but it's also one of the events that people really struggle on. And a lot of people actually avoid Ceroli altogether only because they find it frustrating. But if you watch this walkthrough, I'll guide you through it all. So let's get into the bosses. Time to cover Dekar. Now he is one of the coolest bosses I find in Ceroli. There's so much happening and there's so much that you need to do. But he's also one of the most infuriating one when you're doing a random match with people that have no idea what's happening. So guys, let's follow the steps and I'll walk you through how to do it. Tip 1. When selecting which buffs you want to use, I normally recommend selecting the METEOR. Why? Because you will see that there will be totems that appear and you need to kill these guys quickly. And if your health are low, it's going to be really difficult and then you're all going to take massive damage. So the METEOR will really help destroy them even from a far distance. Tip 2. We all know that oil and water don't mix. Same thing with here, fire and lightning don't mix, guys. Red and blue stay far away from each other at all times. Quite simple, no? Tip 3. When you send your marches onto the field, preferably you use a fast infantry or you can even use a cavalry march. Make sure you guys get into position around Dekar before you start hitting him. Tip 4. Once you guys are in position and the tank hopefully hits Dekar first, you're going to see a message saying God of Poison, release yourself. Now, as soon as you see this, everybody except for the tank needs to move away from Dekar because you're going to be given a buff of either lightning or fire. So if you guys are standing close to each other, you're all just going to explode. Tip 5. Make sure you're not rushing, guys. You have the time. As long as your health stays up, you're going to be okay. And use the entire field. You don't have to limit yourself just to a certain area. As you can see, we keep moving around a lot of places just to avoid each other. And that's just what you got to do. Tip 6. The minute you see "Come my servants," that's when the totems appear. And you guys need to run and attack these totems and get them dead quick. So what does that mean? You need to pair up with your team so lightning goes and gets one totem and fire gets the other. Don't mix up, guys. You're just all gonna explode. Tip 7. As soon as you kill the totems, don't go back to Dekar because there's an area of effect that he will release a poison and oof, the damage is bad. So stay clear, wait until that's gone and then go and kick it. Tip 8. After you do go back and hit Dekar, you're going to see another message saying that chase him into fire and lightning. What this means is it's going to cycle through the buffs again, so everybody needs to step back from Dekar, wait until you see what buff you have, whether it's fire or lightning, and then regroup with your group again. Keep remembering, guys, use the field, walk around, you don't have to stay close to each other. Tip 9. When the hunter becomes the hunted. Now, and this is where most people probably die. And basically, a massive explosion of fire will cover the lands on 2 different directions. The best thing is here, with your group, just stand near the last place where the fire will hit. And hopefully the blues are on the other side and the reds are on the other side, so you guys aren't conflicting with each other. But even if you end up being on the same side, that's okay. One team just stays in the bottom section and the other team can stay at the top section moving around. You don't necessarily have to be in opposite ends, but as long as you guys move wisely around the field, avoiding each other, you can do this. Tip 10. Again, it cycles with the same thing, where you're going to see the chasement of fire and lightning. Again, you need to move back away from Dekar, wait until your buff changes, and then find your teammates with the same fire or lightning colors and get it together again. Tip 11. Survive the trap. Now, this is basically tiles on the ground that will explode if you're on them. Really simple, guys. As long as you stick with your team, continue moving around from the same 2 tiles. Don't go all over the place because you're going to bump into the other team. And the other team needs to do the same thing. So just sticking with the same 2 tiles on your side, avoiding each other. So just to recap, remember, red and blue don't mix. Use the entire field to move around to avoid each other. And those totems, when they appear, you gotta get them dead. Work together. Don't let one person go and just kill them, because sometimes they can't. So the meteors do help, but you still need more assistance. Please share this video with your alliance and your kingdom. I think a lot of people are struggling with Ceroli, and a lot of people don't even bother with it. But if they understood how simple it was, they would actually enjoy it. And don't forget to support me. Subscribe to my channel, guys. See you on my next vid.